Today is a very sad day, and that is because we lost a good company today, but I can understand why. And then the company that we lost is JSD Supply, which was established in 2013. This is currently what their website looks like, and it is true. We talked to Jordan, and it is true. It says JFC Supplies is closing its doors. Thank you for the amazing years and the innovations, the conversations, and the friendship. Now it's time for the next chapter. Then it quotes Galatians, and it says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap the harvest if we do not give up." Until next time, Jordan Vinro, JSD Supply. Now, let's go ahead and talk about why this is happening. Now, I don't have any official word, but I can only guess they are getting killed with legal bills. And the 80% market is gone. The government has outlawed the transfer of kits, basically polymer kits. And when you take away a huge part of their business, not only from them selling kits, but the need for like parts kits and stuff like that also dries up. There are a lot of people that 3D print guns, but I don't think that there's enough people that 3D print guns to offset not only their legal costs, but their cost of operation because the 80% market is gone. Now that might change with a new rule coming out, but seems like it's only going to affect metal, not really polymer. So with that, the business model kind of alters. And it's a capitalistic society. So you have to look at where you're going to be able to make your money at. No one is doing this for charity. And if you keep on putting in money, you're going to end up hurting your family and you're going to hurt your other companies. Jordan Vinro, St. Vinro, owns multiple businesses and they need to keep all those multiple businesses afloat. Sometimes you need to cut off a limb for the body to survive. And I think this is what they had to do. This is not something that I look forward to, and it's not something that I'm happy about, but I am totally understandable of why they did what they did and why they shut down JSD Supply and why that's probably was the best decision, not only for themselves and their families, but for the survival of his other companies, such as Gideon Optics. So with JSD Supply closed down, they can redirect the money that they weren't taking in because most of the money was going to legal fees to Gideon Optics and other entities that are that are more profitable. And not only more profitable, Jordan gives a lot back to the Second Amendment community. So that means there'll be more money flowing into the Second Amendment community. It sucks. And you could say the anti-gunners won this, and maybe they did. But we live to fight another day. This is probably the best decision that it's the least worst decision that they can make. To quote the movie Fargo. Not Fargo, what is it? Argo. So I can understand why they did it. Sucks that they're brown. We lost a true champion of the Second Amendment community today as a company, but the people that run those companies are still working for the Second Amendment behind the scenes. They're just doing it through different companies. Hi, Rich.
Crumpy! I had to pack up my chainsaw and hose off my arms.
Oh, okay.
So, are I saw the title JSD is shutting down. I'm
They're
assuming
shut down.
the other entities
The
is
other
have
entities are
those.
still up and running. They just shut down JSD supply, and they explained that's probably because the 80% market is decimated, the lawsuits, and plus there's not enough 3D printing going on to continue running a company the size of JSD supply. They weren't a small company.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know the guys. I know Jordan's philosophy. Jordan's philosophy is if you hire somebody, they have a job for life.
Yeah.
You know,
So
that's Jordan's a good guy.
So this is probably the best for not only Jordan, it's probably best for the employees of Gideon Optics and all of his other companies.
Eagle shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eagle shows and everything else. And Jordan's a great guy, and he's still, this way he can still work behind the scenes and work to expand the Second Amendment. But we
Damn.
all have good memories of JSD supply. I have a bunch of JSD shirts. I have JSD hats. I have JSD everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. I mean, I got a lot of Gideon optics. I'm sure I got to have JSD shirts somewhere.
Oh, I got tons. I got white, black. I got all sorts of.
Come on.
I got beanies. I got ball caps. I got everything. But it's just, we're gonna take our bumps and we're gonna keep on fighting. And that's just all it is a bump in the road.
Oh, that
Good
sucks.
morning, Polar Knights. This is morning time in Scandinavia. Dude, it's like really early over there, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so we have to, we're gonna support Jordan anyway. We're gonna support Bob and all the other guys over there any way possible. We're ride or die type of folks here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm only wearing my Faxon shirt instead of a Gideon optics shirt because I was cutting trees and I didn't want to get my Gideon shirts messed up.
Barton Fink, it's just JFD. All the other companies are still running full steam ahead. But just JFD, and it happens in business, right?
Yeah. Oh man, that's. But look, Jordan and Bob, they've all been in other businesses and see the trend come and go. I I don't know if I'm at liberty to talk about their prior careers, but um, they've been there, done that. They'll keep moving on. That's why they went to optics and shows and other products. So
Yeah, all their other businesses are still running. This only affects JFD.
actually, Dark kind of jokes, or is it you that jokes that Jordan is always looking at how can he create a new business while
Yeah, I
sitting
call
on
him the
the
Vince
couch?
McMahon of the gun world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but like that regulation, when they passed the frames and receiver rule, that had a ticking like a time clock on everyone else.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I actually was a dealer for JSD. I was selling 80 percenters at gun shows. I bought, I think, my cost. I bought $15,000 worth of uppers, lowers, parts kits.
Yeah, and yeah,
Frag
it's
out. What's up?
but there's still other suppliers of like parts kits and everything else out there. They're not as big as JSD Supply, and I don't think they're gonna have one that's gonna be as big as JSD Supply just because the market will not bear that right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unless the frames and receiver rules goes away, which
Yeah.
it's not gonna go away. The market will not bear a company the size of JSD. So
So,
this
do
pivot
you
is not a surprise.
have you spoken to Jordan?
I was just texting them.
Oh, okay. Did he say this is because of the 34 rules passed and nothing was overly favorable to polymer lower firearm kits?
He did not say that.
I'm a, my
I
guess
haven't
would
talked to
be
him about
that.
the exact reason.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for him, but that would be my guess on it.
Yeah, I have no insight. Well, even if the frames and receiver rule, when that does, and I actually talked to someone yesterday about it, and it's not close to being ready.
Oh, okay. So that's not published yet.
Yeah, it's not done.
Oh. So that wasn't one of the 34 rules the other day.
No, no, no,
Was
that
it a week
wasn't one of
ago?
the 34 rules. It's not
John, you were
done.
right there. You couldn't slip it in. You couldn't just like.
Yeah, just sign this, please. Oh, machine guns are illegal. New machine guns without going through a background check. I wonder how that passed.
Delivered to your front door. Like slipped in safety harbor firearms. Bolt action 50s are not a gun. Don't need a serial number. Look, Walt, I got it done for you.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You missed an opportunity.
I'm working on so much stuff for so many different people. You know some of the stuff I'm working on, and I'm very close on a lot of it.
Yes.
Very close.
Hey, I'll tell you what people have no clue is, and stuff they'll never know, that what you're doing behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's better that way.
And yes,
I don't care about Reddit or anything like that. I'm just trying to change things for the better. Care about my kids. I want to change things for them. And if I can do that, I can do that. But yeah, just wanted to make everyone aware of the bad news.
How long has JSD been in business?
2013.
So 13 years.
13 years.
Wow.
I can't pull back the curtain. That would ruin some stuff.
Yeah, no, the Crump's got to like zip it.
That would just ruin stuff. Don't want to do that. But I'm working for you guys. Just remember that. More than my day job. It's true. Probably for about 60 hours doing stuff on the gun front. Whatever. Yeah, that Jordan. Yeah. And Jordan has done more than Jordan has done more than anyone out there. For the Second Amendment. Like, you guys don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I will give one example. Like, I had to have like a congressman needed to talk to someone about the whole 80% market. And I called up Jordan. I was like, hey, you want to talk to this congressman really quick? And you're like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to talk to him about, but sure.
What bothers me is when you think about the country and technology. So we're going to be 250 years old come July 4th. Is that things advance, things get simpler, easier, faster, cheaper. And before we were a country, we were building firearms in our homes. It just leads logically that these things are going to be quicker to build. That's the natural process. The Second Amendment says weapons. It doesn't specify muskets. It doesn't specify swords. It doesn't specify slingshots. And I every time I hear a Second Amendment knife case, like in Hawaii, I'm like, what? Oh yeah, Second Amendment is knives also, right? That
It's
our
armed.
founding fathers and framers were so smart not to just specify a musket ball, musket powder. They said the right to keep and bear arms, which is genius, because then you could have these Ketanji Brown Jacksons running around. See, they meant muskets. They meant muskets.
Yeah, Ketanji Brown Jackson's an idiot.
Oh my gosh! There's got to be 8 people going, oh no, she's not talking, is she?
Yeah, she is 100% an idiot. But what can you do?
And that's I was listening to Bongino today, and that the tragic thing is these judgeships are a lifetime part-time appointment. Like these, and
not
I
Trump
don't.
the way it should be.
And look at Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I mean, not that I want to give her advice. I can't retroactively give her advice, but she should have stepped down during Obama's administration. Obama should have appointed somebody to that position. But the power, the lure of power is all encompassing, and they just don't want to give it up.
Yeah, well,
They
I
want
don't
to
think.
die in office, like Dianne Feinstein and Mitch McConnell, and I'm an equal opportunity hater. I mean, Mitch McConnell was useless decades ago
Yeah.
for our cause.
Well, yep. I mean, that's basically it. I don't want to get too much onto other subjects here.
Alrighty, Crumpy, you shouldn't invite me on then.
Yeah, but I just want to say thank you so much. And with that, we are going to get out of here. Rich, thank you for joining me. And tonight, pour one out for JSD Supply.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, DLD After Dark is going to be on 10:30-ish on Rumble.
Is he really?
Yes.
Are you really going to be on at 10:30?
Well, no, there's no chance of that. But he'll have some intro video running.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, we're out of here. Thank you so much. And stay strong. There's a lot going on here. I think we're going to have a lot of breaking news over the next few days. So stay tuned.
Says it'll be 10:30 somewhere.
Yeah. Might not be 10:30 where he is at, but it'll be 10:30 somewhere. 5:30. It's 5 o'clock somewhere every day, right?
Amen.
With that, we're out of here. See you guys later. Bye.